viewers, thanks for watching. You can still tap to give hearts and share out in the first 24 hours. If you take the time to come and find me on Catch, thank you for making the extra effort. I really appreciate it. Hey everybody, thanks for coming in. Just gonna get the room set up so we can get started on time. I want to be on a time limit tonight because I really want to watch Mom Hop tonight. So we're gonna kind of get straight to the point. Hello Janet, how are you? If you are new, and I'm going to repeat this a couple times, if you are new, please pop up your name. And if I have never called you by your first name, pop up your name for me again, please. It starts with Amy at Polka Dots Wishes. She is the one. Hi Sarah. She's the one that's going to kick it off. She is the host of Mommy Scopes. Newish, that's fine. So, hey Nicole, so pop up your name because I'm going to ask from here on out in the beginning. That's what you guys do until I get them memorized. Look at my scraps. Krista, hello. Hey Maria, hey Brittany. First time live, great. Hi Carla. Yep, they went in the mail today, Lauren. Hey Rosa. Hey Miss Lisa. We're just gonna get started here a little bit. I know I'm a little early, so that's fine. Kathleen, great. Ashley, and there's my lovely husband popping in. Tina, you were watching my last scope? Oh, well, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Daniela, that is a beautiful name. Amanda, Alma, thank you. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to flip this around and I'm going to start looking at you guys. Hello, hello, hello. Let me see if I can do this. All right, make sure the comments aren't going straight over my face. I could probably move it back a little bit more. So we're going to get down and dirty today because I even brought a little whiteboard to work with you guys on, and we are going to kick some butt tonight. All right, let me move that so I can move you guys further back. You can see my little mess. Oh yeah, we had a good New Year's. We did. All right. Okay, so if you guys caught the topic, to do or not to do, that is the question. Yeah, I know, I was doing a play on Shakespeare there. Darn it, I thought this would hold it up, but it's not. iPad must be a little bit too heavy for it. So we'll try something else. We're just going to try something else. I need to be able to see you guys' comments, and I don't particularly want to wear my glasses tonight. Hey Ashley, how are you? I remembered without you popping up your name though. See? I was just talking to Ashley on Instagram. She'd sent me a message about something, and I told her, I said, I'm going to make a request tonight that people re-put their names up because I am really working on trying to learn everybody. I know you told us. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I really am. I know. So I'm learning. Okay, I can see you guys' comments. Okay, so we're going to get in and get, hey Natasha from Canada. Awesome. Tess from Texas. Cohope. Okay. All right, you can see my lipstick stained mug from the day because I have been using it. Angie, well, welcome. Thanks for watching. We are going to get started. Tonight is technically night 14. I think that's what I put on there, night 14, right? And, oh, no, you're fine. So we are going to talk about to-do lists. I had a lot of questions about that today in our accountability group for Makeover Your Mornings. So we're going to talk a little bit more specifics about to-do lists, some ways that you can refine it, categorize it, and really kind of help you guys out a little bit. You love, yeah, good. I want to start this off with one of the things that I found that helps me, and this has been something that I do all the time. And so if it's something that you struggle with that hopefully maybe I can help you with, the house has never been cleaner. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Positive and negatives. It is a principle throughout history, throughout time, throughout science and math. And every subject, positive and negatives, somehow play a role. And positive and negatives work a huge role in our lives as far as what we think and what we confess with our mouths. If we are constantly confessing negatives, the only thing that can possibly happen, there is no other outcome that could happen other than negatives. And so we want to try to flip it around. Does that mean to say that we don't say things that are wrong or negative or get down in the dumps sometimes? We do, because we're humans, and we're going to do that every once in a while. But we want to pull it back to the positive side, because when you confess positive, the only thing that can happen in any mathematical equation, any scientific formula, and biblically based is positives. So I want us to really, really start focusing on confessing the positives. And one of the things that is a positive is a to-do list. It doesn't need to be a negative thing. It is a positive action. You're saying, this is what I need to do, this is what I'm going to do, and this is why I'm going to do it. And we need to continue down that path. In Proverbs 23:7, it says, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. So we need to be thinking it in our hearts. You need to believe it. The more you confess positives, the more that's going to happen. The more you confess negatives, the more that's going to happen. So whether or not you are extremely successful in your day, I promise you that throughout your day, if you stay in a positive mode, moving forward, at the end of the day, you will feel positive. That doesn't mean that you won't have some down moments. It doesn't mean you won't feel defeated every once in a while, but you need to reflect and come back and renew your mind back to positive confessions. I cannot tell you how much this has dramatically been a huge, huge thing in my life. When there have been times when I've been surrounded by negatives, I can feel it. And it takes just a few moments of just me going, nope, I'm not going to allow that to control my mindset. I lived with a person who was the most negative person I think I could possibly ever meet. Good. I was married to him. He was mean. He was hateful. There was not a single positive thing about him. I still, to this day, wish I could. I really do wish that I could, other than he was a hard worker. So I guess I do have something positive I could say. He was a really hard worker. But that was it. There was nothing positive that ever came out of his mouth. And our entire family was dramatically affected. From our health to situations that happened during those years, financial burdens. I almost died giving birth to my last daughter. I mean, there was just a slew of negative. And in that, as hard as I tried to stay positive, it was very, very hard. And so in the process of, going through that, it just really opened my eyes up to what I already knew was an accurate principle and what I'd already previously lived my life by. And so returning that has been astronomically the best thing that has ever happened. So, living proof right here. I am living proof. Positive confession works. And it works in more than ways that you will ever find out. You may not know the things that are happening because you're confessing positives, but I promise you, you will feel better. And if that's all we can get out of it is that you feel better, you feel more productive, and you have a better outlook on things, then we're doing good. So, we are going to be focusing on that, especially in planning, because planning is a very big positive. It sets yourself up for a foundation of support, stability, organization, sound mind. I mean, I could just keep on going with all the slew of words that we could throw out there about how great planning is. And then breaking that planning down so that it works for you. So, all right, enough preaching. Positive thinking, right? Positive equals positive. You have to believe it in your heart and believe it in your mind, but then you need to say it out loud. And saying it out loud is sometimes writing your list down, right? Because that's a confession. You're putting it on paper. It can't be taken away. Okay, so you ready to get started? Well, thanks. I know, I call it preaching, but you know what I'm saying. I say that with the utmost love and respect for it. I apologize. We will, and we'll be what we say we are. I apologize a few scopes back. I am a mom. I am the oldest of 5 kids. I have always been in charge. I have always been the driver and the organizer. And so sometimes I talk to people in my mommy voice, and they're not my children. And so if that's ever how I come across, I apologize now. It's just such a habit of mine. It's really, really hard to break. And so sometimes I tend to be a little bossy. I'm the drill sergeant. So, all right, my iPad is slipping. Come on, stay up there. It just doesn't want to stay, you guys, and I want to be able to read your comments. All right, so do I have everybody's attention? It is. It's a lifelong thing. It always sticks with you. It forms your personality, and there's just not much that we can do to change it. So, I guess eventually I have to stop apologizing for that. You still do, Janet? Oh, that is so sweet. This iPad, seriously. Maybe one day. Yes, and my mom had, so it was me, and then my brother is 4.5 years younger, and then between me and my next sister after my brother's 10 years, and then it was 10, 12, 14 years apart. So, I mean, at 14, my mom had 3 babies, and I helped raise them, and that's really how I learned a lot. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's one of my new ones that I got in December by Elf. So, all right. So let's talk about to-do list, okay? I had a lot of questions, and I went through, somebody's like, can we see? And so I went through and I looked, and I'm like, is there really anything personal? And there wasn't, because this isn't my business or work list. So I am going to share it. I will be very, very transparent with you guys. Okay, so I use a traveler's notebook type of system as my brain dump and my list, and then some of those things is what gets moved over to my planner as I'm planning and working on things. Sometimes I have a few lists in my planner, it just depends on what's going on. Oh, it's okay. I started off with, if I don't call you out by your name in the beginning of the show, to pop it up, because I'm really trying to learn everybody on. I love that show. But I don't watch the live. I always like watch reruns and old seasons. Okay, so to-do list. So I literally have notebooks in here. There's different ones. My Money Saving Mom's in here. This one is just like my doodle. I write down things as I'm listening to it. I write down little verses, things like that. Hi, Angela. Well, thank you for following. I appreciate it. So that's what this one is. And it really is just like junk paper that I put together. So I don't mind like doodling all over it. It's not really anything, you know, structured. Hey, Monica. So I make my own notebooks. You can buy them all over the place. You can get them in Etsy. I mean, you just search Etsy. You can find them in Target. But I make my own notebooks because I always come up with a reason why I need something, and it's not always something I want to go shopping for. So I just make a notebook real quick and go, okay, I'm done. And then I sewed my own cover. So, all right, my next notebook, just plain Jane, just notebook. It has a couple different sections. Okay, and we're going to come back to some of these. So I have my quick cleanup list of just ideas of things and broken down by timeline. And then my next section is my to-do dump. And then this is where I just dump things of to-dos, ideas that I get throughout the day. Oh, we need to do that. Oh, I need to organize this. don't go too thick. If you go too thick of paper, it's really hard to make, and they don't stay as well. But you do want to get at least a thickness, I would say at least a 28 pound, because you want to be able to have some stability to it. Yes, Yellow Paper House, I have heard. So I apologize, I can't say, okay, this person makes the best, because I haven't purchased them. And I don't want to recommend something that I haven't actually used myself. Although we did a journal with Cultivating Lovely. You can see, and I did a journal, and the journal is beautiful. I can tell you that, but it's not, I mean, it's a traveler's notebook style. So, all right, so this is my to-do dump, and that's what I call it. It's my to-do dump. It's just a checkbox, list of things as I go. It is not in any specific order. It's just as I think of it. What is it? Yeah, heavier paper, just do less pages. May Designs, that's another one that I've heard is really good. I know Amy from Polka Dots and Wishes loves them, so maybe try them. Okay, so I have a to-do dump, and it is anything and everything. And this is where I get a lot of my to-do projects, things that need to get done, different ideas, the start of an idea of a project. So I have that section. Then I have a plan section of things that I actually need to spend time planning out. Birthday parties, a project list. They're expensive too. Yeah, see, I just don't know the price point on these things, you guys. I'm sorry. Lisa makes her own too. So yeah, shop sales. On this one, no. I'm kind of showing you how I categorize to-dos. Like, we're going to break that down. This one is just a to-do dump. I just keep on dumping it. And then I'm going to show you how I categorize that later. All right, and then I have a plan section, and these are things that need to take a little bit more time. I need to put some detail into them. I needed to do my daughter's birthday. I had to plan out a holiday schedule. Those are checked off now. I still have my project list to work on, homeschool plan for my preschooler, my office layout. So things that need an actual structure and plan. Hey Debbie, how are you? Okay, and then I skip a few pages, and then this is my routine, and I have it in the morning, basically what I do. I do, except for like business type stuff. I try to keep all of my brain dumps in here, and that's what I'm showing you right now. So I do like my basic routine because I like to be able to see it, refine it, see where I have extra time, what's not working. So I have my morning, my afternoon, and my evening, and it's very general. It's not time specific. I know what times I need to pick up my children, so they're placed in there, but I don't say 3:30, get in the car. I don't do that. You know your day better than anybody else. So, all right, and then go back to back. And then I have an idea section, okay, of just general ideas. I don't know where it needs to go. I don't know what I want to do with it yet. It just, you know, I have an idea. I'm being creative. I have an idea. And I'm showing you, this is my new one for this year. I went through and rewrote, because my other one was kind of dirty. It was cluttered. It had a whole bunch of like doodles and scratches and different things. Yeah, I have a different, yes, I have a different routine in the summertime. Right now we're in school, so that is my school. And this booklet, I'm just showing the sections that stay. Every time I redo my booklet, those sections go back in. And as it fills up, then I'll do a new book. So those are the sections that go in. And I have pages in between so that I can add more and organize or put anything. Okay, so I'll just kind of, so the quick cleanup, that's not part of it, but I'm going to show it to you. So a to-do dump, a planning section, a routine section, and an idea section. And one that I am actually incorporating this year, if you guys want to do it, it's just called a list. And the concept of a list are things that I need to make lists of. Like I want to make a new pantry list. I want to create a birthday gift list. So things that I want to create that might be things that I keep with me repetitively. So different things of that nature. I want to make a spice list for my pantry. So I'm just calling it my list section. Yes, list for my list. That is right. I know I do. Okay, so then when we're talking about to-dos, so in my to-do brain dump, it is just anything and everything. So what I can do is, once I go through it and I write it down, I can go and say, go through the basement. Okay, is that something that I have time for right now? Is it something that needs to be done right now? No. Okay, so I'm not going to be concerned about that. Yeah, I know, I'm loving that one too. Some of the things are already checked off. I need to get the inside of the fridge, the inside freezer and fridge cleaned out. Clean the outside fridge. That's on my list. Has it been done yet? Nope, but it's still there to remind me that I still want to get it done, so that I don't ever forget, oh yeah, that's something that we wanted to work on. So when we have a block of time, or we're looking at our weekends and saying, okay, we don't have any place to really go this weekend, let's pull some of our to-do out and get them done. Let's knock them off. Let's see. I went to make a home binder. That got done. My recipe binder got done. Oh, I'm trying to, the sinks needed to be unclogged. That went on his list and I could check it off because I didn't have to think about it anymore. I'm very fortunate that when we make lists together, Jason's really good about getting the portion done that he needs to get done, and so I can take it off of my list and say, check it off, done. The Tupperware drawer needed to be organized. That got done. I need to finish organizing the kitchen. That hasn't been done yet, but it's still on my list so I don't forget about it. And it just keeps on adding and adding and adding. And so then when I'm creating my weekly plan, and I know I'm going to have some down days, some days that we're not so busy, I will come to my to-do dump and go, what in here needs to absolutely get done now? What, or if there's something that's an absolute, what can I get done? How much time do I have? And what would bless me? Like some days, I'm sorry, I don't feel like organizing my kitchen. But I'll make a recipe binder because that's the type of mood I'm in. So you have it there. So you're still feeling productive, things are still getting done, and you're not forgetting about anything. So that's kind of how I work on it. So then in the to-do, sometimes I will label them now, sometime in future, and I will put like a specific month next to it, but I actually use the letters. N is now, it needs to be done now. S is sometime. Doesn't really matter when it gets done. It just would be a really cool thing to have done. You know, like organizing pillowcases. Sometime. That would be really cool if that was done. And then future in the specific month. I'll put that down. In the plan out section, I'll have projects, birthdays. We might have like an event or a holiday coming, so that'll go in the section of I need to sit down and work on it. And usually on a weekly basis, I try to reserve 10 to 15 minutes to go look at the plan out section, pick what's the next thing that needs to be planned out, and then start my list for that item so that I'm consciously working on it and it's active in my planner at that point in time. Then the ideas is it needs more thought, but I want to incorporate sometimes. So that's kind of how we do it. So we're going to write that down. And we're going to talk about what questions you guys have. Okay? What questions do you have? Because I know you guys have questions. And if you don't, then I've done a really good job tonight. No. So your to-dos are now, sometime, future. Does my brain dump stay at home? Yes, unless I know that I'm going to be someplace for a long period of time. If I know that we're going to a doctor's appointment and we're going to be sitting there for a long time, yeah, I can show my phone. usually take that with me. So, to-dos, your nows, your sometime, and your future. Make those lists. Where's a good, do you do a part that you find, you add it to even after you do it? I'm not sure I understand that one. Digital planning, you can check out different apps. Cozy is a good app. iCalendar is a good app. They have just a great notes and to-do check-off list. Yeah, there's a whole section for inserts in the Etsy store. Monica, repeat your question because it has escaped my mind at this point in time. I apologize, but it has. Okay. So, this is half of my week. So, in my week, I always list over, hey Sarah, on the side, things that I want to get done and achieve, maybe little notes of things that I need to look into or I want to purchase, things that I want to assign out are here. And then I typically will take these items and actually put them in the day. I'm a big proponent. I take my planner and I fill it out. Yeah, I'm still on. I'm trying to be quick tonight because there's a mom hop tonight at 8:30, and so I don't want to overlap too much. Yeah, I do. Where's a good place to start with a brain dump? Get yourself just a little notebook if that works for you. Just something that's not going to be too overwhelming, something that but still will stand out. This is like a really great one. I write down a lot of thoughts. I do my outlines for Planning 101 in here. You organize. Oh, yeah. It just depends on the size of project that it's going to be. So like I wanted to do the Tupperware drawer, and then I did say I wanted to finish organizing the kitchen, but then I knew that was going to be a larger project, so I put it on a project list because it's going to take a little bit more time than just let's sit down and organize one cabinet. Sorry, I'm trying to catch your comments. I really am, I promise. So, Monica, just start with something little, something that you will see that'll stand out, and just have it readily available, kind of like you do your planner, and just keep it alongside of you. And once you get the flow of brain dumping, you'll find out what works for you. You guys need to figure out a system that you enjoy. Some people are very systematic about their brain dump. Some people are a little more artsy crafty and they're just all over the place, and then they kind of go back and pull and grab things, but you'll be surprised on how much you'll remember just because you wrote it down. You may not even refer to it very many times. No, I would not use both for appointments. I try to keep my appointments are on my phone calendar and they are in my weekly planner. And that is it. They don't go on my business side. They don't go on my brain dump. They go into my to-do list. Chaotic blessing is, sorry. Yeah, just try it. Find something like a cute little fun notebook. You can get one at Walmart. There you go. So that is my shopping. I have a whole story of why I did that. So, something cute that you're going to do. We have not done bullet journals. That is going to be a topic, and I'm actually looking to bring on somebody to help discuss that because I don't do bullet journaling. But that is one of the topics I have for Planning 101. Okay, before I lose this train of thought. Okay, when I plan out my week, we've talked about this. I go through and lay down the things that are repeating. Yeah, exactly. The things that are repeating, the things that are happening that week that are already on the calendar, they're set in stone. That's what I do. The next thing that I add to it are things that absolutely need to get done. Do we have company coming? If so, then I need to clean the house on a certain date. Do I need to go grocery shopping a certain day because it's my week to grocery shop? So I put those really anything would work. A laptop bag works really good for that. Mine fits in my purse. Or, oh, here, let me show you guys something. I use this too. Hang on. See what I'm wearing. Yes, it's a legging sweatshirt day. This is, forget what it's called, but it's from 31, and it fits like a laptop in it, and it's really nice. This fits the Happy Planner perfectly. I put my Happy Planner in here, and then I can just throw it into my purse. Okay, so I have my week laid out. I know what absolutely has to get done, where I'm going, who I'm going with, whatever. Then the rest of it, thanks, yeah. Okay, well, thank you. The next thing I do, and you'll notice, I don't fill out my to-dos and my must things for every single day ahead of time. I just don't, because you really need to be thinking the night before about your next day. Kind of plan it out. Think about, what did you get done today? What didn't you get done? What needs to be moved over to tomorrow? How are the kids feeling? Did somebody get sick today? So you know that tomorrow is going to be a little bit less productive than you wanted to. And that way, I don't feel bad about, oh my God, I had this huge list for Wednesday and I'm never going to get there. So it seems really overwhelming. So I really try to keep it the little things, the to-dos, and the things that I'm filling in my day on the night before. I look and say, okay, what do I need to get done tomorrow? Because if you try to look at your whole entire week in one span, you're going to get really, really overwhelmed, and you're going to forget things, and then you're not going to be prepared. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to suggest you to try this. Try making that list or part of that list the night before. Then when you get up in the morning and you've done your morning routine, go back to your list and go, okay, is there anything else I need to do? Do I need to cross something off? Did I have a kid sick last night throwing up? Okay, that's just not going to get done. So revisit your list again in the morning. And then midway through your day, check your list again. And then in the evening, check your list again. And then by the time you're ready to refine it for the next day, you have that flow of how it went today. You kind of know what people's moods are, what didn't you get done, what needs to be moved to the next day, where you can give yourself a pat on the back, what needs a little bit more time. Maybe you thought you could get 3 cabinets organized today and you only got 1 done. Okay, well, I need to kind of make note of that and say, well, tomorrow I probably should only put 1 down instead of 2 because that's all I'm really going to get done. Yeah, I know. Isn't it cool? Here's the thing. I didn't, you have a Happy Planner from, they don't sell, yes they do. They sell extension packs that you can purchase, or you can just buy a whole new one and use the guts for it, because if you use a coupon, it's only like $14. So. Yeah, make note about it. I'm constantly like, yeah, okay, that took me a lot longer. And that is actually how I came up with my quick cleanup list. And I have things that literally I know only take 15 minutes to do, things that will take 30 minutes, if I have 30 minutes I need to do, and things if I have 60 minutes. Like if I have a whole entire hour, I'm just like, I could sit here and watch TV, which I've already done, or I could get up and do something. And I really don't have anything pressing, so what can I get done in that amount of time? So start thinking about that. And so you know, okay, you can do a quick declutter in 15 minutes. Pick an area, declutter it. Done. You can dust. You can wipe down your bathrooms. You can spot sweep. I buy a new one every year. The quick cleanup, we're just talking about how much time things take and really being conscious of how much it takes. No, it's okay. It's okay. Making it a conscious effort to realize how much time, because a lot of times we run into the fact that we didn't get enough done in the day because we planned it poorly. Because we thought, oh yeah, I can organize 3 kitchen cabinets in 10 minutes. No, you can't. You can't do it in 10 minutes. But if that's all the time that you allotted yourself, then you're going to feel like a failure because you didn't get it done. So you really need to think about time increments.
You don't necessarily have to be like, okay, from 10:30 to 10:45, this is what I'm going to do. I mean, let's give ourselves a little bit of a break. Yeah, so do the same thing with yourself. I'm like, I have 15 minutes. I'm going to straighten up this kitchen and it's going to look amazing. Is it going to be perfectly clean? No, but it's going to look damn good. I mean, that's a blessing. And then when my kids come home from school or Jason comes home from work, it's a blessing for them to walk in because I took the 10 minutes that it takes to pick up the kitchen real quick. And that's all that really matters. When to shower and get dressed. Here's a really cool thing. Whether you can take a shower or not, if you just freshen up your makeup and fluff up your hair, you will feel 10 times better. Really, honestly, you will. It's mom's secret code, where we look like we're all fresh and clean, and we're so fresh and so clean, but we're not. We just look put together. And when you look put together, you feel put together, you're more productive. So, yeah, a quick dash, like just go around, pick things up. And so think about that. I can give you a list. I can tell you things only take a certain time, but what I can do in 15 minutes might not be what you can do in 15 minutes. And I don't live in your house, so I don't know what needs to be done. I know, I'm pretty freaking cheesy. I'm also really careful, like when I say damn, like I feel like I'm cussing. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. So, that's kind of the basis of tonight. I wanted to make it quick because I want to watch Mom Hop. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. I wanted to watch it. I didn't sign up to participate because I wanted to watch. Just wanted to sit back and watch tonight. So work on your to-do list. Figure out what's going to work for you. Don't try to be so concerned about the structure of it. Don't be so concerned about what does it look like, is it organized, is it how somebody else is doing it. Just start something, because if you don't, what are your 2016 goals or what you want to achieve? Don't quote me on it because I know I'm not saying it right. She is not here right now. She would have. I had shaved my legs on my list the other day. I'm like, darn it, I need to get this done because it's annoying me. And so this morning, see, we're doing Makeover Your Mornings. So this morning I was diligent. I was very diligent. I got up at the time that I needed to. I knew that I wanted to take a little bit longer shower. Jason was going to be home a little bit later, that I could. It could be quiet. I didn't have to be interrupted because normally my shower time is when the kids are eating breakfast. I get a quick shower. And so there's not a lot of time in it because I'm trying to be really fast. And so I did. I had my Bible reading plan done. I knew that after my shower, I was going to study even more. So I wasn't so concerned how much I was reading before my shower. I got in there. I was like, I'm getting this done. So Makeover Your Mornings, you guys. It's working. I'm loving it. And it's really cool because a lot of things I already did in my life. And so as we're going through it, yeah, I know. I feel literally, it was a that a mom moment today. So it's really cool that as we're going through it, and the program that she set up, I'm enjoying it because it's reiterating things I already did in my life. And I feel like I can help you guys a little bit more because I've already been doing it. But at the same time, I'm still holding myself even more accountable. And it has really helped. I've been really blessed doing it. And, you know, being more diligent to go to bed at a certain time and to get up at a certain time, because I could stay up and work till 2 o'clock in the morning. I have that type of energy. I always have, but it's probably not the best for me. So, you know, giving myself, okay, you're going to stop at midnight and you're going to be up by 6 a.m. It's on. Okay. All right. So, Makeover Your Mornings. Crystal Payne has a program called Makeover Your Mornings. It's a 14-day course, and we are doing it together as an accountability group, people who wanted to do it. We meet at 2 o'clock here on Periscope every day. So, all right, you guys have a great night because I want to go watch. I will see you tomorrow if you're doing Makeover Your Mornings at 2, a little bit after 2. When Stacy's done, we'll get on. And then I will be announcing our next crafty night, and Planning 101 will be back on Sundays. So you guys have a great night. I hope tonight helped. Good night and God bless.